But actually, that reminds me though of a time. This was last year, so anyone who was here last year knows. There was a week where I didn't stream, and the reason I didn't stream was because in the beginning of that week, I got diagnosed with herpes. Yeah, I went. I was. Listen, I've told this story, so this is not. There's no fake. This is real. Okay, last year. Yeah. You know herpes, the thing that you have it forever. Yeah. Listen. So I was messing with a bunch of girls. It's and whatever. And then one day I was taking a shower, and on my dick I saw like some like irritation. It was like red. Can't exactly describe it, but it was like dots. So it looked weird on my dick. So I was like, oh, whatever, just wash. And if I see it again, then I might have to panic. Okay. So I take a shower, go on my day, come back, go take another shower, see it. All right, whatever. The next morning, I wake up, go to take a shower, right? In the daylight, with the sun hitting my dick, me looking at it, I'm like, oh my fucking god! Like, there's literally like it's red. I'm going to the hospital right now. And my parents were at work. I was alone. And I just went. I just went by myself to the hospital. Didn't tell anybody. Okay. I go to the hospital. And I'm in the waiting room, right? They call me in. So I go into a room. They tell me I'll sit here. The doctor will be in soon. So I'm sitting there. I'm nervous as fuck right now. I'm like, please, just this guy comes in and just goes, hey man, it's nothing. That's what I'm praying for. Guy comes in, nurse comes in first. I tell her what's going on. She's like, okay, doctor will be in soon. Guy comes in, he goes, hey, what can I do for you? I'm like, hey doc, tell him the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, so this red stuff, what's up? He's like, let me take a look. So I take it out of my pants. Show him. He glances down. He goes, yeah, it's herpes. I was like, what? He was like, that is herpes. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, that's genital herpes. And I said, so hold on, is there all different kinds? Is this the one? He's like, no, this is the one, that you have forever. Yes, that's it. It's herpes. And he's so calm about it too. Just like he just told me, like, if I asked him like how much a slice of pizza was, and he was like, yeah, it's like $2. I don't know why I came up with that analogy, but it's just whatever.
Because you're thinking about pizza.
I'm hungry as well. But listen, are you hungry? So, fucking dude. I turn, look at the nurse. She's like sitting there like petrified, eyes wide open. She's trying to she's pretending she's reading paper, like sheets. No. Okay? Guys, I'm not gonna eat pizza though. I'm not gonna eat pizza. So, like, oh my god, this is serious. If the nurse is freaking out like this is in a fucking ER. This is in an ER where people come in with missing limbs, bullet wounds, fucking, don't have a pinky toe. She's freaking out over this? This is serious. Immediately, my life was over, dude. I immediately left, drove around the whole day, never went home. talked to a few people. There was a girl I knew. Who I'd known her for years and years and years, but I remember that she had told me a couple years ago that her boyfriend like gave her herpes. It was the only person I knew that had herpes. So I call her. It's not a crack. It was a skid. That was a skid. That wasn't a crack. That was a skid, dude. Because the beginning.
Dude, there's no such thing as a voice skid.
Yes, there is. A crack is like if I was like
different words to like make it not sound bad.
All right. Anyway. So I hit this girl up. She's at work. I can't see her. I just want to talk to her, like have a conversation with her, whatever. So I told her I was gonna. So she was like, "Oh, I'm getting off work," and I was like, "Okay, we can hang out, like whatever. We'll just talk, right?" Dude, this is a girl I would never ever hang out with, and I you know, it's kind of fucked up in my head now thinking about it because, you know, I'd never hung out with her, because she has herpes, but like whatever. And I thought about that and I was like, dude, my whole life, no one's ever gonna want to like do shit with me. Like, no one's gonna want to hang out. I'm just gonna be looked at like, you know, weird as fuck. If I told anybody, like, I was like, oh, I can't tell anyone. Then I was like, wait, I would have to tell people. I literally had to tell a girl. I couldn't even have like a relationship. It was bad, dude.
You'd have to have a relationship with another girl with herpes.
Yeah, I'd have to have a herpes relationship. It was bad, bro. I was Googling like living with herpes. I was Googling celebrities that have herpes because I just want to see. There's actually, if you Google that's weird. If you ever get a chance to Google celebrities with herpes, there's all these stories. There's this thing saying that Derek Jeter gave like 30 girls herpes. I don't believe it. I think it's someone who like hated Jeter who made that up, but I don't know. Anyway, so I hang out with this girl, right? And she's just telling me, she's like, oh honey, like it's gonna be like, cause I was like, you know, I wasn't like crying. I was just like freaking out. She was like trying to calm me down. She kept calling me like, I think like baby and honey and stuff. And I was like, fuck my life right now. And then, so we were just talking and she was telling me everything that I need to know. She was like, you know, there's like two different kinds. Like, there's one where, you know, it's on your like mouth or something, and it'll show up sometimes, and it'll get inflamed basically, and you'll have like a bump or whatever. That's different than like genital herpes, which is it's on your shit. It's on your shit. So she was telling me all this shit. I was like, how do you even like have a relationship with anybody? She's like, it's hard. Like, I'll tell guys up front. I've tried telling guys after we hang out once. Like, I've tried all these different things. You know, some things work, some things don't. And basically what she was telling me, dude, which is fucked up, she was like, if a guy decided and was like, okay, yeah, I'm down, he's basically inviting herpes. Like, he's inviting like the disease into his life. No, I'm saying, no. If a guy with no herpes wants to talk to this girl, right, and wants to like, you know, have like relations, he has to himself be like, I'm okay with getting herpes right now. That lasts forever.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, no shit. Who would do that?
I mean,
that's what was in my head. I'm like, no. If a guy's gonna do that, sure. Some guys, they're desperate as fuck, right? A girl who's gonna just.
Oh yeah, nah.
I'd have to explain to them like, hey, if you want to be with me, you gotta take herpes. It doesn't matter if I look like who's that dude on Twitter who like always sticks his tongue out and he's like deformed? Do you know who I'm talking about? Whoever that guy is, it doesn't matter if I look like him or fucking Brad Pitt. No girl is just gonna be like, oh yeah, like just give me herpes now. Yeah, Ricky Berwick.
Oh, that's so fucked.
No, I'm saying like.
That's actually fucked.
But I'm saying this, dude. It wouldn't matter. That's my whole point. It wouldn't matter what you look like. No girl is gonna sit there, lay back, and be like, just give me her. Like, no. So that was what was in my head. I'm like, this is what I thought, dude. I was like, dude, I'm never gonna have like a true thing with a girl. Like, have like a family, babies or something. Like, that'll never happen. In my head, I was like, dude, no, that'll never happen. Ever. Because of this. So, dude, it was bad, bro. I was so upset. I was Googling things. Talked to this girl for a while, and I dropped her back. And I didn't even go home that night, dude. I didn't even go home that night. Okay. I went to my cousin's house. Didn't even talk to anybody there. Just went upstairs and just fell asleep on the couch. Slept there. Didn't talk to anybody. Next day. Next day, dude. I was depressed, man. I was depressed. Next day, my mom, was calling me all night. I think I had talked to her the day, like, before I went to my cousin's, but I didn't tell her what happened. So I had slept on it, and I thought I was gonna wake up, and I was gonna be, I thought it was a bad dream, dude. But when you're like that, man, that's why when people say shit about depression, I think back to how I was thinking then, and I know that's one of the worst feelings you could have. Because I woke up and it wasn't better. I was better when I was sleeping. That is depression, bro. To me, that's my experience. I woke up and immediately got the feeling back, bro. I was like, dude, I can't believe this. I just fucked up my life. Because I just, I was dumb. So I tell my mom. My mom works at the hospital that I went to the ER. She works there. She's a nurse. I told her what happened. She doesn't even freak out. Okay? Because she's like, what did they do? And I was like, he just looked at it and told me, and then he gave me prescription for a bunch of pills to take, and that was about it. He gave me a pamphlet that told me how to deal with herpes. She was like, what? And I was like, yeah. She starts freaking out. She's like, this is not professional at all. I don't know what the fuck this is. Go to this doctor. I'm calling him right now. You got an appointment right now. I got you. She sends me the address, and I'm just depressed as fuck, dude. I'm just like, oh, whatever, mom. Okay. Go to the doctor. Go in there. Tell him what happened. Tell him how I went to the hospital. All this stuff. He's like, I showed him the prescriptions that the guy gave me for the herpes. He goes, let me take a look. Let me take a look. I was like, all right. Showed him. No homo here. He actually examined it. Okay, he touched. I'm not gonna get into details. He's a doctor. Everyone grow up. But he examined it. I just want you to picture this guy. The first guy just glanced down and looked and just went like, oh yeah, it's herpes. This guy examined it. Guy takes a look for about 30 seconds. He goes, yeah, it's not herpes. Dude, my heart started racing. I was like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? He's like, no, that isn't herpes. I was like, how do you know? He's like, I've seen herpes before. This is a rash. This is a rash, and this could be from, playing basketball, because I told him I play basketball. He was like, yeah, it could be from sweating and, the whatever, like a sports thing. And then I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'll give you some cream, put it on the area. Should be gone in like a few days. We'll still get blood tests. Get you blood tested to make sure, because that's how you actually know if you have herpes. You don't just look at somebody and be like, oh, you have herpes. You gotta get a blood test. So I call my mom, tell her all this shit, but I still didn't stream the whole week, because in the back of my mind I was like, yeah, this doctor told me this, but then also this other doctor said I do have it. So, I was putting the cream on at night, and in my head, I was like, I could just be putting cream on nothing, dude. I could be putting cream on this and it's not doing shit. But the blood results, they came in after about a week. It was like 4 or 5 days. The shit started clearing up. I had nothing, bro. I had nothing. The shit went away in less than a week. So I literally, for a week of my life, thought that my life was over. And imagine you waking up every day with that feeling, dude. Think about that. Why am I talking about this? I don't know what started this conversation. Oh, because the dude was like, oh, I think I have my dick is itchy. Like, I don't know. I think he said something like that. But, dude, that feeling that I got after that, it almost gave me like a second chance at life, in a way. That's how I looked at it. And ever since then, I'm so careful with anything I do. I always, if I'm going out in my room, anything, I minimum have 3 condoms on me at all times. If I'm going out to the store, I have 3 condoms in my pocket. There's no time when I don't have any condoms. You'll never catch me with no condom. Ever. So, like I said, if any of you see me in public, right? You have my permit. You can go, dude. Do you have it? I'll show you. I swear, it's how I act now. But that's, that was something where I was lucky. Some people, dude, right? They don't get a second chance like that.